Hello everyone, I am Alexandra Calico and welcome to Peruvian Cook, where we bring the rich flavors of Peru to your kitchen. In today's new video, we are diving into one of Peru's most beloved dishes, Aji de Gallina. This mild, creamy, cheesy, and nutty delight has become a staple in Peruvian cuisine. It is loved for its comforting flavors and rich texture. So join me as we discover the secrets behind this iconic dish. Let's get into it. For this recipe, we'll start by preparing a flavorful broth using chicken breast. In a pot, add water along with your choice of vegetables. I'm using celery, leek, carrots, and garlic. Then gently place the chicken breast into the pot, adding a pinch of salt. Allow it to simmer for about 30 minutes until the chicken is fully cooked. And here's a trick to avoid dry chicken breast. Once it's cooked, do not remove it from the broth. Instead, let it cool down in the broth to ensure it stays moist and tender. Now let's gather our ingredients. Start by chopping a couple of shallots or one onion into small pieces and set them aside. We will also need 3 to 4 garlic cloves. Using a mortar, smash them with a pinch of salt to create a paste, then set it aside. Additionally, gather a pinch of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon turmeric, and 1/2 cup or more of evaporated milk. Prepare 6 slices of white bread and some fresh Parmesan cheese. Optionally, adding a pinch of ground nutmeg enhances the dish. For the signature flavors, we'll use 3 Peruvian pepper paste, 2 tablespoons mirasol paste, 1/4 teaspoon Panca paste, and 4 tablespoons Amarillo paste. These pastes are easily available on Amazon, or you can make them from scratch. For garnishing, we're gonna use some black olives with a vinegary flavor, hard-boiled eggs, and pecans. Chop the pecans into chunks and set them aside. Alternatively, you can also use walnuts instead for a similar nutty flavor. While we were preparing our ingredients, the chicken broth has cooled down. Now, it's time to remove the chicken breast. Take out 2 cups of the chicken broth for later use, and with the leftover broth, you can make a delicious soup. Alright, now that we have all our ingredients ready, let's begin cooking our ají de gallina. Let's start by shredding the chicken breast into small, thick, bite-sized pieces. Now let's move on by tearing apart the slices of bread and placing them in a bowl. Add 1.5 cups of chicken broth and 1/2 cup of milk, allowing it to soak and then set it aside. Now let's make our sofrito. In a hot skillet, add some oil and start cooking the onions over medium-low heat with a pinch of salt. Remember, to make a good sofrito, you've got to be patient and cook over medium-low heat so all these ingredients can release their flavors. Cook the onions for 8 to 10 minutes, then add a pinch of cumin. Mix all these ingredients together and add the garlic paste, ensuring to keep the sofrito moving. Let it cook for about 5 minutes until the garlic releases its aroma. Once the garlic is fragrant, you can either skip the next ingredient, but I like to add a tiny bit of turmeric. I started doing it since I've moved to the USA and finding Peruvian peppers was difficult for me. I keep adding it because I really like how it complements this dish. Now it's time to add our delicious Peruvian pepper paste. Add about 3 to 4 tablespoons of Amarillo paste, 2 tablespoons of mirasol paste, and 1/4 teaspoon of Panca paste. This one is optional, but it enriches the dish. Be cautious with the Panca paste as it can easily change the color of your ají de gallina. Mix well and cook for about 5 minutes. Once your sofrito has developed color and flavor, it's time to add the bread that we hydrated with milk and chicken broth. Add it along with all the liquids and mix very well to incorporate all the ingredients. If you feel it's getting too dry, you can add a little more chicken broth. Don't worry about the consistency, as we will blend everything until we have a creamy and homogeneous sauce. Now let's return our sauce to the pot and add a little bit of milk, about 1/8 of a cup. Mix very well, and here's another secret ingredient. Adding a pinch of ground nutmeg will improve the flavor of your ají de gallina. Mix completely, and next we are going to add Parmesan cheese to taste, along with pecans. Incorporate everything well, and it's time to add the shredded chicken. Mix all these ingredients very well, ensuring that chicken is fully coated with the sauce. And if desired, you can add more grated Parmesan cheese as well. And if you're interested in a gluten and dairy-free version of this recipe, just let me know in the comments below and I will gladly share it with you in an upcoming video. Now remove our pot from the heat and it's finally time to assemble our ají de gallina. We love to add some pecans on top for a crunchy texture, slice some hard-boiled eggs for richness, scatter olives for a burst of flavor, and my mom used to sprinkle some chopped parsley for a fresh finishing touch. Your ají de gallina masterpiece is finally complete. In Peru, this beloved dish is not just a meal but a culinary journey, brimming with tradition and flavor. Imagine families cooking together in lively kitchens, passing down recipes from generation to generation. Served with rice and boiled potatoes, each bite tells a story of Peruvian culture and cooking pride. So go ahead, dig in, and enjoy the authentic taste of Peru. Thanks for cooking along with me today. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe for more Peruvian recipes. See you next time.